What if America's blue states, fed up with deepening divisions, secretly plotted to break away and join Canada? A political earthquake that could reshape North America forever. In the wake of the 2024 U.S. election, where Donald Trump secured a second term, deep political rifts emerged, fueling real frustrations that persist into 2025. Skyrocketing healthcare costs are crippling families. ACA subsidies expired, doubling average premiums to $1,904 annually, leaving millions uninsured and in debt, with medical bankruptcies surging 20% in blue states like New York and California. Climate disasters continue to ravage coastal areas. 2025 wildfires in Oregon and Washington displaced over 50,000 residents, compounding floods from rising seas that have already cost billions in damages. Economic inequality has widened dramatically, with tech layoffs exceeding 150,000 jobs in states like California and Washington by mid-2025, alienating communities from federal policies on trade and immigration. Building on this, New York State Senator Liz Krueger's late 2024 proposal for New York, Connecticut, Massachusetts, and Vermont to secede and join Canada, citing shared values on healthcare, environment, and democracy, gained renewed attention in 2025 amid threats of mass deportations. A Ledger poll from March 2025 revealed 20% of Americans open to their state joining Canada, though opposition stands at 60%, underscoring the profound divide. But beneath the headlines, hidden networks are pulsing with urgency. Grassroots movements in states like California, Oregon, and Washington, devastated by economic slumps and those massive tech layoffs leaving families homeless and desperate, have quietly amassed over 100,000 signatures on petitions by early 2025. Influential think tanks and cross-border alliances, bolstered by Canadian sympathizers sharing stories of stable social services, are debating logistics, seamless currency transitions, realigned military pacts. Heart-wrenching citizen tales surface at parents in Minnesota enduring brutal winters while juggling job losses from factory closures and mounting medical debts averaging $50,000 for chronic illnesses, dreaming of Canada's universal safety nets. These aren't mere whispers, they're evolving blueprints for radical change, deeply rooted in the everyday struggles fueling this discontent. Here's the twist. 2025 intelligence leaks expose foreign powers like Russia and China subtly fanning the flames, providing covert digital support to secessionist groups to exploit America's vulnerabilities and weaken its global stance. Simultaneously, Canadian officials, grappling with their own 2025 trade war strains and internal polls showing mixed support for expansion, have engaged in discreet diplomatic backchannels, not outright dismissal, but strategic explorations of integration to bolster their economy. Flowing directly from those hidden networks, this elevates the domestic unrest into a high-stakes geopolitical thriller, where alliances could shatter and continental stability hangs by a thread. Now, branching from this geopolitical web and the real hardships it amplifies, let's dissect three potential futures. Scenario 1, the worst-case, total fracture. Blue states accelerate secession amid federal crackdowns, igniting civil unrest and military interventions. Families in Connecticut and Vermont flee escalating violence and deportations, swelling refugee crises, economies plummet with GDP losses up to 15%, exacerbated by severed supply chains and soaring unemployment from disrupted tech hubs. Picture 2008's recession amplified, with blue state residents facing doubled hardships like unaffordable healthcare leading to widespread bankruptcies. North America fragments, inviting external exploitations. Scenario 2, the neutral path, negotiated shift. Diplomatic talks culminate in peaceful referendums, allowing states like Massachusetts to integrate via treaties, navigating challenges like currency fluctuations and border realignments. Citizens endure initial tax adjustments but reap healthcare relief, vital for those crushed by 2025's premium spikes and chronic debts averaging $50,000 per household, fostering a hybrid system with mixed outcomes. stabilized climates through joint policies, yet lingering economic inequalities from transition costs. A pragmatic new equilibrium forms. Scenario 3, the best outcome, unified strength. Rather than fracture, the crisis catalyzes reform, forging a tighter US-Canada confederation akin to an enhanced NAFTA with shared governance. Blue states retain autonomy on critical issues like environment and healthcare, alleviating citizen burdens. Collaborative efforts curb 2025 wildfires and floods, while integrated markets revive jobs lost in tech slumps, boosting prosperity across borders. In this vision, shared challenges unite diverse populations, turning division into collective resilience. As we navigate these intertwined paths of possibility, rooted in the genuine struggles of everyday people, remember, all scenarios described are hypothetical, generated by AI for discussion purposes only. They draw inspiration from real tensions but extrapolate to speculative extremes. In our increasingly polarized world, the true path forward lies in fostering empathy and collaboration, recognizing that borders are lines on maps, but humanity's shared challenges, like health and climate security, bind us beyond them. If this exploration resonated with you, hit like to show your interest, share it to spark thoughtful debates among friends, subscribe for deeper dives into such thrillers, and drop a comment. What hardships in your state make unity appealing? Let's engage constructively.